Hey guys, what's up? 7stop here. Today I'm going to be talking about 2017 Battlefront II EA, whatever you want to call it, loot box extravaganza, and I'm going to be talking about why it isn't actually a bad game, like a lot of people say. Now obviously this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, of course, but I'd like some positivity towards this game to be out there because everyone dislikes this game so much just because of the loot boxes, and they don't stick around to look at the game and its mechanics and why the multiplayer is fun and so on. People they just don't give it a chance. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, I in no way approve of the microtransaction system in this game in Battlefront 2, but I think it actually is better than most other games with microtransaction systems out now, after of course the patch. Originally, it wasn't very good. It was pretty exploitative, is that how you say it? I'm wrong. But it was very, very anti-consumer at first. But now after the patches and how they've changed the game and updated it, I think this is actually quite a fair microtransaction system. Currently, you can't even buy these microtransactions with real money. You have to use in-game currency. There's no exploitative practices involved getting money from the consumer anymore. Now, obviously, I know that EA would not have made this decision if it weren't for the outcry, but at least the decision was made, and now these aspects of the game have been toned down, and they're much, much better. Believe it or not, I actually think that Battlefront 2's microtransaction system is more fair and better than other AAA games around like Call of Duty or Halo. Those microtransaction systems I think are a lot worse. Now, it's not quite as good as a game like Titanfall 2 Cosmetic Only, where you just pay for what you want, but I still think it's better than a lot of other games, and it doesn't really interfere with the gameplay very much in my opinion. Now, the rest of this video I'm going to be talking about the actual game design, the maps, the guns, the multiplayer, not the campaign, because I don't think the campaign is all that great, but you shouldn't really be buying this game for the campaign because it's not built around that. But if you would buy it for the campaign, don't. The campaign is not too impressive. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as some people say, but it's still not great. Level design is lacking. The story is very lacking. It's not too interesting. But I don't think it's quite as bad as some people say. Now, the multiplayer is what I really bought and played this game for. It's the part I like about it. And despite the microtransactions, as I talked about earlier, I still quite like this game. And I don't think the microtransactions are that bad, which helps. But I think the gameplay and the map design is great. And the DLC model is great, barring the microtransactions, of course. I initially wasn't too big of a fan of the map design in this game, but the more I played it, the more I got used to it, and I actually like the maps a lot now. They're not amazing, they're not the greatest maps ever designed, but they are good and they're fun to play, and they don't feel unbalanced most of the time. The DLC model is great. They give us free updates and they include maps and game modes and all those sorts of things, and that's really awesome. I know it was originally intended to be funded by the exploitative microtransactions, but now that they're not here and they kept the DLC model, I'm really happy, and I can't wait until this next DLC comes out. It's going to have General Grievous in it and stuff. It's going to be awesome. The weapon selection could be a little bit bigger, more expansive, but it doesn't bother me that much. It takes a while to unlock each weapon in each class, and so you feel rewarded for your playtime, I think, and the weapons are all fun to use. They all have their niches and different stats that make them unique to play with, and I have a lot of fun playing with the weapon selection in this game, even though there could be more. What about the core gameplay? A lot of people criticized Battlefront 1 for the lackluster gameplay, very casual, didn't have a lot of depth to it, very random, and this game is not like that. This game is actually fairly difficult to play, I think. There's a lot of spread and inconsistencies on the weapon, and you have to burst fire at range, and projectiles are slower and everything, and it is a lot more difficult than the first Battlefront. And I think all of the abilities that have been revamped and the way you earn heroes, the point system, and all of that is far better than the first Battlefront. So that's it for my short video on Battlefront 2. Tell me what you think in the comments. Please be civil. I know a lot of people will not agree with this opinion, but I wanted to give Battlefront a chance here on YouTube. A lot of people don't, And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, or dislike if you didn't like the video. 7 Stop out.